Today, I'm going to show you how to spin your defender and get into some really good attacking positions to score some goals. Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about spinning our defender, and spinning our defender is really a concept. You're going to see this a lot in the screens that I'm showing you. Basically, it's the ability to collect the ball, usually in some sort of post-up position, and then understand where your defender is trying to attack you from, and then repositioning your body to just move around them. I've got some really good examples of this. There are a couple different ways that you can spin your defender. Basically, the first way is the short spin, which is just a really tight circle. So just really quick spins. This allows you to get right around them very quickly and then accelerate or pass the ball. The second way is a longer spin or a wider spin. And what that allows you to do is get around the opponent, but then also avoid any tackles or them catching back up to you really quickly. The third way is kind of a trick spin. This doesn't happen a lot, but if you have a player that has really good skills, you can kind of pull a trick spin that allows you to just cut in one direction without having to make the full motion or half motion in that circular spinning style. Spin moves work really well when you have a player that's in an advanced position but has his back facing to goal. You'll notice in a lot of these clips, I have a player that's either stopped and is facing me playing the ball into him, or is running and then is beginning to slow down. And you have to get a feel for this. You'll know when a player is about to do it by watching them. If they're on a full sprint, they'll do a little bit of a stutter step and they'll turn their head. And if they're not at a full sprint, it's a lot easier to see, because what they'll do is they'll pause for a second, turn to look at you, and then they'll just kind of face you with their back to the defender. Why this is so powerful is once you do the move, you have about a second to a second and a half where they just can't catch you. Of course, if the move's successful, and that's not always the case. I find it works approximately 40% of the time, and I'll show you when it doesn't. It's important to know that the move's not always going to work. In a lot of cases, when you've got a really good defender, they'll press you, and when you try and pass them the ball, they'll jump in front of you, or they'll tackle you in a very aggressive way, and you just can't hold on to the ball. In some cases, you'll get a foul from it, so it will still be a successful spin. But in a lot of cases, especially if someone's really pressing you heavily, it becomes very difficult to hold on to the ball. Now, this works against most defender types, pretty much the best defenders in the game, and there's a couple examples of that in this video, but you must know it's not always going to work. However, if you get really good at it, you will see a lot of chances, especially around goal, when plays moving slowly, when it's hard to break down a team, where this can be really successful. One of the other major things to consider is the type of player you have. So you see the types of players I have in my team. Some of these are much bigger players, stronger. Not many of them are super fast, but they all have good balance, and they all have an ability to stay on the ball and push a defender away in a lot of cases. The real key to this is to anticipate the direction your defender is going to go and try and spin the other way. Sometimes they telegraph it so you can see it, and sometimes it's difficult. You just have to pick a direction or feel it. But what you find is, once you start doing this, you'll see a lot of chances open up. And in some cases, if you have a faster player that can execute the move, you can get away and get a quick, easy shot at goal off, totally uncontested. Another really great thing about this is if you use it in build-up play, what you'll find is you'll pull players off other players because you spin a man and someone else has to come and defend you. Once that happens, you now have a player that's either free or was previously double teamed who's now open to get that shot and hopefully that goal. A couple players that I've found work really well. One of my favorite players, Luka, his body mechanics are really good for this, and he's either-footed, so if you spin either way, you know you've got a good chance at a shot. And that's really important if you're going to spin onto the player's weak foot. There's also a couple clips in here of Paulson. He's also really good at this. But as I'm sure there are lots of players that can do this, and you really need to find someone that you're comfortable with. The key is the ability to not get manhandled by the defender. So they're going to need a little bit of balance, or a little bit of strength, or an ability to take some physical contact. I highly recommend that you try this out. I think it gives you a huge ability to make an impact in games where you normally wouldn't be able to score, and it gives you another weapon to get into dangerous positions without having to be heavily reliant on skills or fast break situations. All right, everyone, thank you very much. Hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, or drop me a comment. Thanks, guys. I'm new to YouTube, so if you like the content, please give me a like. If you like the topics, please subscribe, and always leave a comment if you can. Thanks, guys.